Talking about bone support today, one of the Primal Cure supplements. Talk to me about this particular one and why it is really important to take care of your bones.
Yeah, sadly, worldwide, not just a UK problem, not just a European problem, but in the States as well, certainly in the Western world. Osteoporosis is a real problem, brittle bones and problems with our bones. And as we age, we get more susceptible for it. Sadly, more ladies than gents suffer with this problem. And looking after your bones is really important. There's lots of things we can do as we grow, throughout our years to make sure that we do everything we can to look after our bones and try and stave off getting osteoporosis. In fact, many years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I walked to the North Pole with my son-in-law. We did that for NOS, the National Osteoporosis Society, to raise money for them and to raise awareness for it. So what's the first thing you're going to do if you're going to try and look after your bones? It's this. First thing you should do is you should get sun. You need to get out in the sun when you can. Be sensible, don't go getting burnt, but get out there with your suntan cream for about 10 minutes a day before you even think about putting any creams on or covering up. This is advice not just from me, but also from the National Osteoporosis Society. Yeah. It's also mentioned in the book as well, in case you forget. But sunshine's important, because what sunshine does, it helps the body itself create vitamin D. And vitamin D, without that, it leads to also, we need vitamin D to help the bones absorb calcium. So we hear all the time, that's why we used to take milk as kids about calcium is good for your bones, good for your teeth, and all these things. But without plenty of vitamin D in the body, the bones won't absorb calcium the way it should do. So the first thing we put in here straight away, we went, right, what do we normally put in our multivitamins? We normally put 5 times the NRV, which is the nutritional reference value across Europe, put 5 times in there because that's one of the ones we think is way too low at the recommendation, but like a minimum wage, if you like. So first thing, we're going to put vitamin D in, because in the UK in particular, we don't get out in the sun as much as we can. We get cloudy days, we don't get that much sun anyway. So you should always get out in the sun when you can, but if not, get vitamin D.
And is that why you put 5 times more in there? Because you want people to make sure they're getting more than enough in?
If our main business, let's say, was in the Mediterranean or North Africa or some of the countries where we are with the Maasai, when we're working with our schools and things like that, then we wouldn't go putting as much vitamin D in. But because we are so far away from the equator, we bash this one backwards and forwards with our MPD team, the team that formulated them all. What is the right amount to put in, and we came up with, because remember, the NRV is a European-wide recommendation for the minimum amount of multivitamins for each vitamin and each mineral. It's not specific to each country, and the further you go away from the equator, the less sunshine you're going to get. Generally speaking, there will always be some exceptions to the rule. We've got 5 times the NRV for vitamin D, because that's what helps the bones, absorb the calcium. Of course, we've got calcium in there, we've got magnesium in there, both of which we know contribute to the maintenance of bones and teeth. We've also got zinc, vitamin K, manganese, which is different to magnesium, which also contributes to the maintenance of normal bones. And of course, the number one, if we say what is the most important vitamin of all, vitamin C is in there. Again, everybody knows that also contributes to the function of normal bones. So it's not one of our massive big multivitamins with, some of we've got 30 different elements in there, a mixture of vitamins, vitamins, minerals, and extracts, plant extracts. Not so many in this one, but we've heavily just laser focused in on those ingredients, those vitamins, those minerals, and those plant extracts that are known to support healthy bones.
And you would just take one of these a day?
Yep, like all of our multivitamins with our serum products are a little bit different. You take those more regularly, but on multivitamins, we recommend you take minimum 1 a day. In fact, 1 a day. Take one of these a day if you're worried about your bones, or osteoporosis. A lot of people have it in their family, mothers that have had it and so on.
But why would I take this? Say, for example, would I take it because my bones ache, or would I take this could I take it even if my bones don't ache and I just
if your bones are starting to ache already, prevention is always better than cure. So if you are worried about bones in your family, and maybe you've got a history of it within your family, and as I always say, don't overly stress, because I think we put too much these days, too much emphasis on our DNA, too much emphasis, not so much on our DNA, but too much emphasis on inheriting and having genes passed down and so on and so forth. And I think it's not as bad as people believe it is. I talk about that a lot in the book. But if you are worried about your bones, if you're not getting out in the sunshine much, then this would be a great addition to the other things that you should be taking. If you're worried about your bones, also I recommend turmeric. You put turmeric in your diet. In fact, we put turmeric in this as well. Turmeric, omega-3, plenty of omega-3. So you'd probably take those two as well on their own, standalone, and you'd take this to support, and you might even take a separate zinc. So my wife was big on taking zinc, because not only does it help relief of tiredness and fatigue, but also we know it's associated with the function of normal bones. So you might take zinc, you might take omega-3, you might take magnesium if you're worried about your bones, and then this as well as a nice rounded product.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Bone Support and Multivitamin today for the amazing low price of $5.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 boxes of Primal Support and Multivitamin today, then we will send you a 3rd box completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Steve, we're discussing energy and vitality today, and really important actually, because we all know life can get so hectic, and you're a great example of that. 7 children, climbing mountains, sailing across the sea. How is this product so important to our day-to-day lifestyle?
It's just the most marvellous multivitamin, this one, because what we've done, we all know we need vitamins, we all know we need minerals, we talk about the NRVs all the time on this channel, but we've really focused on boosting up the levels and in the mix in this, all of those that we know help with energy. So we've put folic acid in here, iron, niacin, magnesium, B2, B6, B12 and C. All of those, according to the EU regulation and all the tests they've done in the EU, we can claim contribute to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue. So it's a phenomenal multivitamin, and those that need a bit of a pick-me-up, that morning when you wake up, maybe you normally take a female 40 or a female 60, or the gents out there, maybe they're taking the 40 or 60. But on the day when you wake up and you feel a little bit low on energy, then swap out your normal one from us, take this one instead, and it's just designed to give you that certain, I was going to use that French phrase that comes with that car, you know what I mean? Yes. I better not say that, but it gives you that, it's fantastic.
Exactly, and we've all felt that at some point, haven't we? Now, earlier you mentioned the NRV. Can you just elaborate on that and what that is and what it means?
Yeah, sure. So the nutritional reference value. So they've got different wordings for it in the States, but the NRV is a measurement by a panel in Europe, big panel of nutritionists that say, right, all of the 13 vitamins and about a dozen minerals we know the body has to consume. Ideally, we get them all from our food if we're eating wholesome food all the time. But we always take our supplements just to make sure that we don't miss out on any of them. But they're all, an NRV is a nutritional reference value. And it's a kind of like, if you want, a minimum wage. It's where the panel of experts have said, right, this is how much vitamin C you should be taking every day. Here's how much vitamin D, E, K, and the whole series of Bs. Here's how much magnesium, iron that you need in the diet, and so on and so forth. So an NRV is what realistically, as far as I'm concerned, is the minimum you should be getting of all the vitamins. And again, it's really important for vitamins and minerals to understand they're not toxic. So it's not like you're taking man-made pills for medication and so on. These are extracts, normally from plants. There's a few exceptions, but normally from plants, of things that we should be consuming in the diet. and it's that minimum amount we should be consuming, and therefore to play safe, just in case you're a little bit short on this or a little bit short on that, or haven't got your vitamin C in that day. And on top of eating healthily, because we think that's still the most important thing, here I am trying to get you to obviously adopt our range of products and adopt our lifestyle and the things that we're trying to sell you, because of course that's what funds the business and everything. But here I am actually saying the first thing always is get your diet right, cut those carbs right back, get quality fats, wholesome foods, your fruit, your veg, eat properly first, but then supplement with things that are right for you. And this particular one that we're talking about, energy and vitality, it's applicable to everybody, to all adults across the UK. But what you might want to do is save it for those days when you're just a little bit low on energy and you just want that little bit of boost.
Okay, and what kind of person, so it would be just for that day that you're feeling a little bit sluggish perhaps, because you've put so many amazing ingredients in this, 18, but also you, with the NRV, just going back to that quickly, you put 500 times 500% more or 400% more in the vitamin D and the Bs. Are they particularly important to you?
So again, what we've done is we've looked at all of the different ingredients we've put in there, and our MPD team, which is the team that come up with the formulas, said, okay, let's look at all the NRVs from the EU panel, and let's look at all the different vitamins and minerals where they specifically say the main reason for taking that, or one of the main benefits of taking those, is for energy and for metabolism, and also for reducing tiredness and fatigue. So all of those where there's or certainly most of those where the EU are saying, we know these minerals and vitamins have a benefit of reducing tiredness and fatigue. We've really boosted up the amounts of chromium, for example. We put 5 times, or as you said, 500% of the NRV, because we know that's one of the claims around chromium. Same with niacin, the same with folic acid, iron, magnesium, and so on. We've really, really made this that all-encompassing energy and vitality vitamin.
Would you take this supplement with any of the Primal Cure supplement, i.e. another multivitamin or any of the tablets?
Yeah, no, great question. So I would, this is all encompassing. It's got 18 different vitamins, minerals and extracts in there. So no need to take another multivitamin on the day with this one. But I'd still, and personally do, still take all my other 6 that I always take. I'm a big fan on making sure my magnesium's really, really chopped up every day. So I still take my magnesium, still take my omega-3, still always going to take my probiotics, whatever day, can rain, sunshine, whatever. I've got to make sure that I've got my probiotics going in. So there are still others you'll take with it, but there's certainly no need to take another multivit when you take this one.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Energy and Vitality today for the amazing low price of $5.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, when you order 2 boxes of Primal Energy and Vitality today, then we will send you a 3rd box completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Talking about the heart with the multivitamins today, Steve, this is a really interesting one. Just explain a little bit about the reason behind why you put together a supplement like this.
Yeah, I mean, we all have different concerns, we all have different worries, a lot of those worries and concerns are based on what's happening in your family and to your friends. I've been touched many times by cancer in our family. Lost my grandparents, 3 of the 4, my auntie to cancer and so on. So therefore, that's my particular concern.
Yeah.
Many of these things aren't as hereditary as we once thought. In the book, we talk a lot about that. There's a lot of research now that what in the past we thought was hereditary, we're not as we say it like this, the genes do play a part in all these different illnesses, and it's a bit like a loaded gun, if you like, if it's been in your family, but something still has to pull the trigger. And therefore, if you get your lifestyle right, you eat healthily, you get out and walk more, you move more, you exercise, you drink plenty of water, and you do all these things, then things aren't as hereditary as we might once have thought. You just do everything you can to be on the health path, if you like, or the primal way of living. But then, we do all have concerns, and if cardiovascular is something you're concerned about, cardiovascular disease in all its different forms, then if you're going to choose a multivitamin, you might as well choose one that has been formulated, and we've got a great team, our MPD team, that formulate each individual multivitamin. You might as well choose a multivitamin that has all the different elements, the vitamins and the minerals that contribute towards normal functions of the blood vessels, protection of the cells from oxidative stress, and so on. So let's just think about a few of those. So we've got iron in here, which contributes to normal red blood cells. We've got copper, magnesium, riboflavin, selenium, vitamin C, and zinc, and all of those contribute to the protection of cells from oxidative stress. We all know that the vitamin C contributes to the normal function of blood vessels and so on. We've got folic acid in here again, which contribute to red blood cell formations. And we've got thiamine and magnesium, which again, back looking at the NRVs and EU statements around health, we know contributes to the normal function of the heart. So it is a multivitamin tablet that's got vitamins and minerals that we have paid attention to the dosages of those that relate to, as much as we can, to a healthy heart. Having said that, as always, that nothing substitutes a healthy diet. Okay, so cutting down on those carbohydrates, cutting down on the sugars, cutting down on the packaged foods, and then getting your diet right and healthily and organic, and doing everything right that you can. This whole thing about meat, for example, people worry about red meat causing heart attacks and all that. It's not so much that it's red meat. It's the fact that a lot of red meat today, sadly, is cows that are being fed the wrong food. They've been force-fed corn, and then because they've been force-fed corn, the people in, I don't even call them farms, in the factory farm, if you like, have then had to inject 75% plus of the world's antibiotics are used on cattle that have been force-fed corn, in other words, eating the wrong things, not by human beings. So the point is this, it's not, for example, red meat that we think overall is causing a problem. It's wrong red meat. It's manufactured red meat. You go, we, as human beings, and the whole thing about primal, people can still be primal and vegetarian as well, but overall most people that follow the primal path are not vegetarian. We grew up eating meat, so meat must be healthy for us. We know fat's healthy for us as long as we're getting healthy fats. So the thing is here, diet first. Yes, if everything you eat is that factory farmed foods and factory farmed meats, then you're going to have a problem. So let's get our diet right first. Then let's get out and walk more. Let's move more. Let's try and be healthy. Let's drink more water and do all the things that we know we should do. But then if you're going to take a multivitamin and you've got slight concerns around the heart, and of course if you've got slight concerns from something that's actually happened to you, doctor first, always, always the doctor first. But if you're just in the back of your mind, it's playing on there because of family history or whatever, and you're going to choose a multivitamin, why not choose a multivitamin that's been tailored by some brilliant MPDs? We've tailored it such that all the vitamins and minerals, we've paid real attention to those where there's scientific evidence that supports they do things around normal function of the blood vessels, stop oxidative stress in the cells, etc. So I think that took a long time to answer your question, but to answer your question, that's it. If you're going to pick a multivitamin, and if you are worried about the heart, then you should be doing everything else first. You're walking, you're exercising, eating the right things. Don't necessarily think you can't eat red meat, because if it wasn't for red meat, us humans wouldn't be here today. That's just fact. But do eat red meat that is organic, because it's organic. You need to know that cows have been eating grass because that's what they were designed to do. People say you are what you eat, and I go, yes, you are what you eat, but more importantly, you are what you eats. You with me? So if you're eating red meat and that cattle was is in a factory farm, forced corn to eat corn, which they're not designed to eat, and then because they're eating the things they're not meant to eat, they're on antibiotics, they've been injected with hormones, etc., then you are eating, you're eating antibiotics just by the fact that you're eating red meat that has been force-fed. So red meat that is factory-fed might not be good for the heart, but red meat that is natural red meat, you eat it, we wouldn't be here without it.
And that goes back to sort of the primal way, doesn't it? And our ancestors and cavemen, and they had red meat. They used to go out and, go and get their meat and things like that. So it kind of goes back to that as well, doesn't it?
It really, really does. And, we all have different opinions. I've got a lot of friends that are vegetarians and they're healthy too.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder because, we do need, vegetables, we do need meat in the diet. And if you are vegetarian, then you are lacking some things, but you can make that up with nutrition, in terms of flaxseed oils and so on and so forth. And overall, if everybody on the planet had lots of red meat, we'd have a big problem because we're going to be 10 billion people in a few years' time. The amount of land it takes for cattle is way more land than it takes to raise vegetables and stuff. So we need vegetarians out there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to health, it's a little bit easier to live a more healthy life if you get your mixture right, as far as I'm concerned. But to eat healthily, avoid the packaged foods, avoid sugar, cut down on the carbs. Get your exercise, get out walking, get out in the sunshine, do all the things that are right for the soul and the health and everything. But then if you are going to take a multivitamin tablet, and we recommend to all adults, it's a great thing that you should take, then choose one, if you're worried about your heart, that has been formulated with that in mind by the team that formulate it.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Heart and Multivitamin today for the amazing low price of $5.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, when you order 2 boxes of Primal Heart and Multivitamin today, then we will send you a 3rd box completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
We're talking about coenzyme Q10 today, and I have to admit it's something that I'm not exceptionally well educated on, and it's something that, you wrote in the book, it's not a vitamin.
Yeah, it's not a vitamin because the human body, certainly up to a certain age, is very good at producing it. Sadly, as we get older, and certainly sort of past the 50s, 60s, we slow down the amount we can actually produce. And then as we get older still, it gets to a point where actually some people actually don't produce it at all. And therefore, you need to get a lot of it from the diet. And you can get it through the diet through things like offals, so kidneys and livers. You can get into a small extent from mackerel, from peanuts and broccoli and a few others like spinach, but in very, very small numbers. So as we sort of change our diet over years and as we age, we don't get as much CQ10A in the diet or self-produced.
So what I also noticed with this one, Steve, as well, is it's got no NRV to it, which is the nutritional reference value, right?
Yeah, I think the reason it hasn't got an NRV, and the same reason as it's not a vitamin, is how do those scientists say you need this amount or that amount? Because some humans, and certainly the younger ones, produce plenty of it. So it's, vitamins are supposed to be for everybody. So this isn't a vitamin because the human body makes it naturally. Certainly as we're younger, you can get some of it regularly through your diet. But just think about how life has changed. Go back to caveman days. They were, they'd catch an animal, they'd eat all of it. All of it. And in fact, even if you go back to when I was younger, pate was always on the menu. In fact, still every Christmas, my brother and myself, religiously that week before Christmas, we make a big pate. It's like a family tradition. We love our pate. I always find it amazing how chicken livers and so on are actually so cheap to buy in the supermarket compared to the rest of the chicken, and that's just supply and demand. Very few people are cooking the offal these days, and therefore, that's the best way to get CQ10 into the diet.
And you said earlier, as we get older, we don't produce it as much. So does that mean that you would only take this supplement if you were, 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus? What would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend everybody goes and does their own research. I wrote in the book that 50 plus, because that's when I started to take it. I looked at all the benefits of it. So hang on a minute. If this is the chosen food for the mitochondria, now the mitochondria is this, I always describe it as like the battery in the cells.
Okay.
It's not in all cells, there's a few cells we haven't got it in, but most cells in the body have mitochondria. In fact, they don't have one, some of them have many of them. In fact, some of the cells in the brain has up to like 200 mitochondria in each cell. And the mitochondria, I always describe it as the powerhouse or the battery within the cell. It's the bit that gives the cells the energy. Now, if that is, if CQ10, coenzyme 10, is the chosen food to the mitochondria, the energy, the battery in the cells, I want to make sure I've got plenty of it.
Yeah.
I still eat nearly all the things that have it in anyway. I love my offal, I eat it regularly. I love my spinach, I love my nuts, I love my sardines and mackerels, all the things that you can get it in. But what happens on days when I'm not taking enough, I panic personally that I'm not, I'm 52. So for me, literally, from learning about this very, very important ingredient or nutrition, I've been taking it religiously since my 50s.
Because it's one of your favourites, isn't it?
It's one of the 7 I take every single day. And in fact, I take it twice a day. So in here, we've done them in sizes that we recommend 2 a day.
Right.
And I like to space it out. Well, you can take them together, no problem with that. But I personally like to space it out. Take one in the morning. I take one with my magnesium before I go to sleep at night. Just trying to space out that energy for the cells. And again, not something that everybody needs to take. I think if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, unless you've researched otherwise or unless you've been given some other advice, of course, if doctors advise you take it, then take it. In fact, talking to doctors advising it, in Japan, 10% of the population are on medication with this from their doctors. They believe in it so much in Japan that 1 in 10 people have it prescribed by their doctor because it's so important to give energy to the cells. Again, being on television, there's lots more things that you'll read in my book and other books about CQ10 that on television it's against what we're allowed to talk about because we're not here to give medical advice. But yeah, CQ10, certainly if you're aging, may be worth putting into one of your supplements. And certainly if you don't eat offal, because that's the best place to get CQ10. If you're having plenty of peanuts, loads of spinach, sardines and mackerels, again, you might not need it. But if you're certainly 50 plus and you want that little bit of insurance policy, even though it's not a recognised vitamin, because the body, certainly up to a certain age, can produce plenty of it, well worth adding to your daily supplement routine.
Order 1 month supply of Primal Coenzyme Q10 today for the amazing low price of $7.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Primal Coenzyme Q10 today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Want to lose weight naturally? Spicy foods such as chilies, black pepper and even milder sweet peppers contain capsaicin, a key natural ingredient to help increase thermogenesis. But if you're not the sort of person who likes to eat hot, spicy foods every single day, and you want to shed weight, then Thermogenic Fat Burner is just for you. It contains vitamin B6, which also contributes towards protein and glycogen metabolism. Ideally, taken before a main meal, Primal Thermogenic has been designed for those who want to lose weight by increasing the rate at which the body burns calories.